You are on India Today podcasts and you are in the sledging room.
Saurabh and Kingshuk are back in the sledging room. In fact, I am back after a break. But Kingshuk, we are not going to give Saurabh the opportunity to, have fun, to, enjoy what India did in that 5 test series. Because it was a moral victory for England, right? Bazball. What is Bazball at the end of the day? The
I like
definitions keep on changing.
like R. Ashwin said, defenseless cricket. You don't even know what you are doing.
And coming there, R. Ashwin made a very good analogy with a popular Tamil film hero. Since we are always talking about movies and top heroes in this podcast, he spoke about Thalapathy Vijay, who was recently floated a political party as well. And he spoke about one dialogue which Thalapathy Vijay says, which literally translates to, if I decide once, I will not go back on it. And he said that's a good thing to hoot, whistle on when you look at it on this big screen. But when you apply it to real life, it doesn't work always, right?
So basically, Ashwin made a mockery of England cricket team,
Yes.
like I made.
Yes.
Yeah, Chad
4-1.
Ashwin, legend Ashwin.
You are
Yeah.
Ashwin.
No, at the end of the day,
Ashwin
Bazball.
learned from me. This
Acha.
thing.
Ashwin learned from him.
Yeah, how to make a mockery of Bazball in English cricket.
He has the right to say that. We waved the white flag in a couple of episodes
Yes.
before, but Saurabh has made the right predictions. You sat here and said England 5-0 or 4-1, something like that.
2-2.
Yeah, you said 2-2.
I said England 3-2.
Yeah,
And even after the first match, Saurabh said 4-1. But the definition of the Bazball changed, Saurabh. Did you listen to that? Brendan McCullum or Ben Stokes saying that Bazball is about improving and learning from mistakes now.
that is what they will say because they want another chance. Because they know this WTC cycle, it's gone for England.
Yeah.
Now they will come back and wave the same flag and say, oh, next time we are here.
Yeah.
Again, they will have another WTC final in England, but England team players will be watching from their homes.
Yeah.
Oh, wish we could have played that game had we not used that stupid Bazball approach.
Yeah. Saurabh, but coming to what India did, Rohit Sharma 4-1, he was seen watching the Ranji Trophy match, the youngsters stepping up, domestic cricket being regarded. And the big announcement after the test series from BCCI Secretary Jay Shah saying that, test cricketers will earn more and they will be rewarded for consistency. And head coach Rahul Dravid also said this should be seen as a reward and not as an incentive for playing test cricket. How big of a move is that? Like test cricket being the sacred format, but the richest cricket board in the world pushing for it
Yes.
is a very welcome step, right? But Kingshuk, when we were having chai yesterday, Kingshuk had something to say about that as well. He had some flaws. He pointed out some flaws in that scheme that the BCCI announced.
Kingshuk is a person who always have problem with whatever BCCI does.
Was a yeah.
So,
I actually did not have a point of concern with BCCI.
Yeah.
What I said was, I said two things.
People listening to this, if people are listening to it from the top brass, forget your interview opportunities, everything.
Yeah.
So be careful when you. No,
It's
in the sledging room, we have not been afraid
exactly.
of anything. Yeah.
This is the sledging room, and opinions
but we
need
don't
to be
talk
given.
nonsense.
Yeah, we don't talk nonsense and we don't peddle agenda.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Saurav?
He's talking about you. He's talking about you.
Fair.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's come back to the point.
We
now.
don't talk nonsense. If you go back and listen to the last 5 weeks of Bazball, everything has been proved nonsense, but we don't talk nonsense.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a good
Two
analogy.
things I thought when the BCCI directive came out. Number one, obviously, it's a brilliant one. It's a path-breaking thing that BCCI have done, right? I thought that this is the only way, since not every team can afford the same to pay more to their test cricketers.
Yeah.
Maybe ICC can change their revenue share model.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
That they can
Yeah.
take up what
agree with
BCCI
that.
have done.
I agree with that.
Somebody like West Indies, their CEO, I think his name is John Hughes, I think. He said that West Indies lose money when they send their teams to Australian shores. The hotel bills, the logistics, the money that West Indies get, it doesn't turn up even, in fact. So I think that ICC should, number one, do what the BCCI has done. For the BCCI, to be specific, what I thought was that only the top 4 cricketers, the highest earning cricketers of our country will be the most benefited by this scheme. Because only, I think, 4-5 cricketers in the entire 16-18 member contingent will be playing more than 7 test matches.
To give a little bit more context, the BCCI scheme says players who have played more than 7 tests, say if there is 9 tests in a home season in 2024, players who play more than 7 tests will be given an extra match fee of rupees 45 lakh per match. And those who are not in the playing 11 also will get half of that amount, which is rupees 22.5 lakh.
Yes.
And
Only
you're
if you
playing-
touch 7 or more.
7 or more. But if you're playing more than 50%, then you're 15 lakhs or something, like 30 lakhs or something.
30 lakhs or something, yeah.
Yeah, 30 lakhs per match.
So that is the argument that I'm trying to make, that only the top paying cricketers will get more money.
Yeah.
But again, the BCCI thing is good because the
No,
people
it's
who
about-
sit in the bench,
Yeah.
the people who sit in the bench and somebody like, say, Mukesh Kumar or say Dhruv Jurel, who won't get 7 matches and don't have a massive IPL contract, will get that extremely important bonus that makes them keep their bodies fit, their diet healthy to play a 5-day game for India.
So I agree with whatever Kingshuk has said. I have one more
Wow.
point to make.
Wow, first time in 2.5
Because you're talking
months.
sense for the first time in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
So whenever you talk sense, I will agree with you. It's as
Whenever you
simple as
talk
that.
Bazball,
Nope.
sort of-
Baseball is nonsense. Let's not talk about baseball here.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Indian cricket.
Yes.
I was very happy with whatever BCCI did. But I was waiting for something on the first class level. I was waiting that BCCI will come up and say, okay, there are reports in the media which say that every first class player will get good money. The amount of match fee and will be increased. I wanted that to come first before this test cricket. Good that you are giving test cricket incentives, but give the whole focus in the last 3 months. After that Shreyas Iyer, Ishan Kishan thing happened last 2 months, the whole focus has been on first class cricket.
Yeah.
If we are seeing Sunil Gavaskar, Rohit Sharma, Sachin going and watching that Mumbai Ranji final, that also must have come from the top.
Yeah.
That if you are in Mumbai, you should go and watch it and promote it. Because if Rohit Sharma is going and watching that game, people will watch that game.
Definitely.
So I was expecting BCCI to do this first, give the first class cricketers, because there are a lot of cricketers. Recently, a lot of cricketers retired, first class cricketers.
Yeah.
Varun Aaron retired, Faz Fazal retired. I think Saurav
Dhaval
retired.
Kulkarni will retire after the Ranji final.
These players, they might not have played a good amount of cricket for Indian national team, but they have been domestic stalwarts. And like these cricketers, there are many young cricketers who come from very, very humble backgrounds. So you should be awarding those cricketers that first benefit.
Yeah.
If you should, when you come and say that cricketers need to play domestic cricket, then you should be giving those incentives to domestic cricketers first. Because anyways, when you are playing at, like Kingshuk rightly said, top 4, top 5 players, like somebody like Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Jasprit Bumrah, R. Ashwin,
They
Jadeja.
don't need that incentive.
Exactly.
No, if you're playing 5 overseas tests, R. Ashwin is not going to get the top prize.
I mean, if you're playing 6 home tests, he will play on the 6 home tests, whether he performs or not.
Yeah.
So that money, good enough. They are serving the Indian national team. They are good athletes. They have been performing. They should get the money. But first beneficiary of this money should be people who are coming from really humble background, who really need that money.
Yeah.
The first are cricketers. That is what I think. So I would have expected BCCI to come up with the same first class incentive approach like they have done for the test cricket.
But I think for me, the most important thing of this directive is that ICC has to take notice and do the same thing for the rest of the world. Where again we have to talk about how essentially money is spent or given by what the monetary structure is from ICC, where BCCI takes the majority of the chunk. How much is it? Like 70%, is it?
Yeah.
So all of that has to be changed.
Otherwise-
maybe
other-
reward teams based on their standings on WTC table, or that again.
That I don't agree
yeah,
to.
yeah.
Because top teams will play more matches.
Something it came from the top of my head.
Yeah.
But yes. Teams like Ireland who have test status, right? But they don't play a lot of test cricket.
Ireland at one point of time said that they had just $10,000 left in their entire bank.
Do
The,
you have more?
a T20 no.
That is quite personal to us on a public podcast.
A T20 World Cup playing team, if they have $10,000 left in their bank to sustain 3 formats of cricket, that is a little problematic for me.
Yeah.
You know why I asked that $10,000 question?
Why?
Kingshuk was dressed up like that in the morning, okay, with a proper solid top. And I asked him, why are you wearing track pants to office? His answer was, I am presentable. My top half is presentable for the podcast. That's where it stands.
Oh.
But that's a sign of Kingshuk being humble also. He doesn't want
Efficiency.
To show
over
people how
bad
rich he is.
nazar, something what do they call it?
Oh.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about Test cricket,
Hmm.
we all know what happened in this Test series.
What happened? you
They
only
were-
did want to talk about Bazball again.
No,
you're
I
going
don't want to
there.
talk about Bazball. I just
Yeah.
want to point out something.
Hmm.
What I want to point out is this Test series,
Hmm.
regardless of whoever won or whatever happened, you should be very proud that there were 2 debutants from England, 5 debutants from India. Only one of those debutants did not perform to the level he was expected to. Otherwise,
Who?
I'm talking about Rajat Patidar. He was not
Rajat
able to
Patidar.
perform.
Patidar did well in the first innings of the first
That
game.
is all he
had.
did.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Okay, because if you are getting this chance, you will
Yes.
not get many chances when you're playing Test
And
cricket.
3 consecutive tests.
Yes.
This is something that not
a
many
lot
people
of
have had.
Karun Nair, he scored a 100 and then after one test he was dropped.
Yeah.
So I am very happy for the fact that this is a transition period in the Indian team.
Yeah.
And there are players who have raised their hands and performed.
Yeah.
At least in the Indian condition, they have performed. It is to be seen what happens when India tours Australia.
Yeah.
That is a thing of future. So we will look up to that.
But
in the
also,
future.
like for me, like just to jump off that point,
Hmm.
there are 2 real winners here from this Test series.
Hmm.
One,
Ben Stokes won.
that's moral. winner.
Moral victory.
Can't.
वो भी नहीं है. He has
वो भी नहीं है.
conceded
Fair.
that we were very poor. He didn't
Hmm.
want to say it during the series, but he conceded that we were
Yeah.
beaten and comfortably outplayed.
So number one is the pitches that we produced
Yes.
throughout the Test series. Not rank turners. It had ample amount of help for the fast bowlers with new and old ball, and obviously it spun.
Yeah.
It did spin for the people who were able to spin it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, but even if you play on a rank turner, I wouldn't complain. Personally, I wouldn't complain.
No, I don't like it because it gives visiting teams an excuse that, oh, okay, you've produced this pitch,
Exactly.
that's why we have lost it.
Cribbing people will keep
no,
on cribbing.
now
but
Ben Stokes, McCullum, all.
No, but what exactly? So Ben Stokes and McCullum have had to take that line saying that we were poor
Hmm.
because the pitches were so good to play in. So that's the number one winner for me. The number two is that Ranji Trophy was able to show that the players that they are producing at the domestic level, the top players,
Hmm.
they are finished product in Test cricket.
Yeah.
This is something that we only say about IPL and T20.
And I agree with Kingshu,
Valid
but
point.
I have
Second
one question.
Too many
Wha-
agreements. Saurabh. We
No,
should
but
talk about Delhi
is this
Capitals.
sledging
and
over?
IPL
IPL.
started 15 years ago. Right. Let's talk facts.
Yeah.
15, 16 years ago.
Yeah.
India played Test cricket much way before than that.
1932.
So it's not that IPL only gave us players.
Hmm.
We have been getting all these world-class players, all Rohit Sharma's, Sunil Gavaskar's, Gundappa Vishwanath,
Hmm.
all these players, Kapil Dev, they all come from Ranji Trophy.
Yeah.
They all come from our local first-class cricket.
Hmm.
So I don't know why people had doubts that Ranji Trophy will not be able to produce.
Yeah.
You are not giving chances to those players.
Yeah.
When they got their chances, they have shown you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Maybe
Sir.
the spotlight and all that. How many people are watching Ranji Trophy now? The final that.
And
is
how many
going.
people how many games are being broadcast?
Yes, that is the most important part.
Like
BCCI
when you
has-
spoke about first class cricket being rewarded, everything comes as part of that. I think.
Yeah.
Better broadcast, better facilities for people to watch it.
How do we know that there is a league in Tamil Nadu which is called TNPL? How do we know that a certain Samir Rizvi has performed in Noida Premier League?
UPT20
Yeah, because
challenge.
we are watching that game on our
Yes.
phones, on our TVs.
Yeah.
So it's accessible to each and every one of us. So Ranji Trophy is your premier red ball domestic organization, tournament.
Yeah.
Why not broadcast it?
Yeah.
People will watch it.
And
Yeah.
in terms of conditions that you were saying that they did well in the Indian conditions. So I was talking to a couple of players from the domestic arena and they told me that it is so different from point A to point B, the pitches. You go to Bengal, you're offered
Yeah,
a green
yeah,
track
that I
in
agree.
Eden. You go to Chennai, Chennai has a dusty track.
Even R.
tired
Ashwin
track.
pointed that out in one of his YouTube videos. That when overseas teams come and talk about home advantage for India, it's not like India play like England and Australia, particular venues. Like Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney in Australia, Old Trafford, Lords, and all that in
Leeds, yeah.
in South Africa,
in
England.
yeah.
But that's not the case in India, right? In every home season, you have different venues. Like when was the last time Chennai hosted a test match? In 2021, if I'm not wrong, right?
Dharamshala hosted a test match in 2017 and then they hosted in 2024.
Chennai 2021 had 2 separate wickets entirely.
Exactly.
So
Two
that
tests to-
that kind of nullifies what home advantage
Yeah.
is. Yeah, to an
So-
extent, India are
So I am personally very, 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 very happy with all these young cricketers, not just Indian cricketers. I was very happy with Tom Hartley. Shoaib Bashir, for all those runs he conceded, he was he bowled 50 overs
yeah.
in consecutive matches and he was there.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win situation for Test cricket that youngsters are coming out and they are performing.
I thought with Shoaib Bashir, midway through the Test match, they'll only say workload management and take him out.
yeah. Yeah. Because Joe Root stopped bowling in the 5th Test.
Yeah, Joe Root did not bowl. I think there was a clause.
Yeah. Either I'll
Stokes-
score runs.
Yes, Stokes said, if you, I will stop bowling you if you score 100. So it's okay. I've scored
that's
100.
your
Scored
reward.
100 in
That's your
Ranchi.
reward.
Now you don't have to bowl.
To make, to make Saurabh feel more happy.
But sort of.
Let's get to a bit of IPL also.
Yeah,
IPL is
the most
coming.
important aspect.
Like, how
IPL
many
is
days
here.
are left? 1, 2, 3. Less than 10 days left for the IPL.
Exactly 10
Exactly.
days.
Exactly 10 days for IPL 2024
Yeah,
to
by the
begin.
time this podcast gets released, it will be 9 days. Exactly 9 days.
9 days for IPL 2024 to commence. First match is a blockbuster, a one-sided blockbuster.
Yeah, where RCB always dominates CSK.
Yeah. But good to see Rishabh Pant back, right? Officially declared fit. Should he, will he be okay captaining the side, or do you think maybe not give him that pressure now, let him ease into things? Saurabh, as a big Delhi Capitals fan, what would you want to see?
I want him to be the captain. I don't want him to keep wickets for the first half.
But the
IPL.
BCCI said he's ready
Yeah.
for
But-
fit for
But you know what?
fit as a wicket-keeper batter.
I have my own reservations.
Yeah.
The guy has not played any form of cricket in last 1.5 years.
Yeah.
Please give him that time and space.
Mhm.
Because even if you are going to play that first game
Yeah.
against Punjab Kings, I don't think he should be keeping wickets. Because
Yeah.
it's a very, very tough job.
Yeah.
When you're coming back from a lengthy injury layoff and that accident which happened, miraculous survival for Rishabh Pant and the way he has come back, very, very happy for him. But he should be given that time where he can access his on-field abilities. Because you are coming off an injury, a lengthy injury layoff. So he will bat, definitely he will bat. He can captain, but he should not keep wickets because wicket keeping is a full-time job.
But sort of one good thing is that when you talk about that miraculous recovery, you have to really give it to this guy, right?
So happy
Like
for him.
December
Extremely happy
2022.
for him.
Like when we woke up to that news,
Oh,
I think
I was
Saurabh,
there
you
in
were on the
office
shift.
and I could not understand.
Yeah.
I could not fathom what has happened.
And looking at whatever happened to him at that time, quite a few said that maybe that might be the end of his career.
Yeah. A lot of
and all
people said that.
Thigh injury, ligament injury, ankle injury, so many injuries, and he had to undergo reconstruction therapies and all that, it seems. But the willpower that he has showed over the last 14 months has to be lauded, right? As in, our reporter Nitin Srivastava said that he was keeping for 30 overs in every game over the last 2-3 weeks
At the NCA.
to prove this fitness. So from day one, like he didn't give up, right? Like
Yeah.
he was like when he started walking in that video in his house in Mussoorie or somewhere. Roorkee.
We visited there.
Yeah. So that kind of started his journey. And then from there on to show that willpower and to be ready in 14 months from a nearly life-threatening accident. Speaks volumes
Willpower,
about his willpower, right?
physical and mental both.
Of course, when he hit that Nathan Lyon 6 after that ball spun wide, you couldn't doubt his willpower, right?
Exactly.
You couldn't doubt his conviction.
Yeah.
That is the same conviction that he seems to have displayed in this journey also. Like whether you're a Delhi Capitals fan or not, whether you're an Indian cricket fan or not, you can't hate this guy who has given so much of joy for us, and I hope he continues to do so in this. Yeah, and let's not. I don't think we should talk about T20 World Cup selection and all that, and put too much pressure on Rishabh
not
Pant,
at all.
right?
I don't think it will be fair for.
Yeah, and that's why I think maybe he should play under David Warner for a season. Like I don't know whether. Why would you
David
put?
Warner is not your captain. He
No,
should not.
maybe have someone else as captain, but why would you put that pressure of making decisions when
because he's Rishabh
let him
Pant.
enjoy, right?
Because he's Rishabh Pant. He will love that responsibility.
Maybe yes, but
I don't want him to keep wickets, but I want him to be on the field. He has missed being on the field for 1.5 years.
Yeah.
He wants that responsibility. Nobody is going and telling him that, will you be ready? He is coming and telling people,
Yeah.
I am fit. He is posting those Instagram stories and he was always giving us updates.
Yeah.
I'm coming back. And now he's back.
Yeah.
So happy for him. He should be the captain. I don't mind if Delhi finishes last. That is not a concern for me right now. What concerns me right now is a proper future superstar, Rishabh Pant, is back. He's going to serve Indian cricket, Delhi Capitals and world cricket till time immemorable. So this IPL for Delhi Capitals should be to give their best for Rishabh Pant, and he should be the captain, if you ask me.
Let's not talk about SRH captaincy now.
No,
That
we
is
had
decided.
Yeah,
Patrick Cummins
great move.
replaces two-time SA T20
Yeah,
captain.
T20, he failed in IPL.
Failed
Very
in
good
IPL.
move from SRH. Yeah.
Yeah, but Kingshu, what do you think? As in, like, you have an opportunity to disagree with Saurabh. Don't miss that.
I disagree with his Rishabh Pant point also. I think
He was born to disagree with me.
no. I think that so essentially the call lies with DC, right? Just like how Bumrah skipped the IPL to prioritize his fitness journey, I think DC will take that call as well, where they basically say that you are impact player at best. You take it chill. Because what happens is that if Delhi lose 4 matches under Rishabh's captaincy, then even if people around him are not questioning him, he will question himself. That is something as uh, as a fan, as an India cricket fan, I don't want. Because you have the T20 World Cup, you'll have to visit Australia, where Rishabh could turn out to be key if fit.
Yeah.
That is all I think.
And also, to add to his point, in a professional setup, there will be questions asked. Like, if you don't do well for 4
Yeah,
matches.
I mean, he has been
Okay,
questioned.
Delhi owners say that, okay, we are not looking to win this IPL. Maybe he can. I'm not saying that Rishabh Pant will not do well. But if at all, they don't do well,
You know,
will the
whatever
franchise
is
not
the
question
case,
people?
Whatever is the case,
Yeah.
I can't agree with both of you on this point because you must have seen what happened with Delhi Capitals last season. Rishabh Pant was not there.
Yeah.
And Ricky Ponting came out and said that I want this guy in my dugout.
Yeah.
There was some reason behind it.
Yeah. Even a couple of days back, Ricky Ponting said he was a huge miss.
Yeah, he was a huge miss. You will see how him being on the field as a captain will change that mentality of all the players from the league.
I think David Warner's captaincy or batting, I am very excited to see David Warner.
Yeah, because your team kicked him out.
No,
and you were very happy after that.
Because after SRH kicked him out, he sat outside, and in the run-up to the 2021 World Cup, he was great. 2021 World Cup, I think he was player of the tournament, 600 runs, something like that.
No, Mitchell Marsh was the player of the tournament, I think.
No, Mitchell Marsh was the player of the match in the final.
Okay.
I think Warner was the player of the tournament. And whenever this...
Definitely not 600 runs in a T20 World Cup.
I don't know, something like that. Something like very big amount of runs, basically. I'm very excited to see Warner this time also, because he just seems to be that kind of character who rises up to the occasion,
And he has retired from tests and ODIs.
Yes, this is the last time we see David Warner.
And he
in
would
the
want to give his
international
best before the T20 World Cup.
Exactly.
Yes. Is his place in the T20 World Cup squad sealed or?
Yeah, he's going to play the T20 World Cup. Definitely
He sealed it himself by saying that this is my last World Cup.
Yeah, and
I'll retire after this.
This Australian coach, have you had a Justin Langer as the coach? There might have been doubts about David Warner playing the T20 World Cup. With Andrew McDonald as the coach, there's no doubt that Steve Smith is not going to play the T20 World Cup. That is confirmed. But Warner is going to play the T20 World Cup.
What about the other captain?
Carefully sided out the SRH question. Thank you. We won't get back to that.
We will get back to that.
We'll get back to that on a later day when we don't have many more pressing issues to talk about.
Because SR is the last thing you want to talk about. Nobody
I
wants
won't
to
say
talk
that.
about
I won't say. To former champions, what have Delhi Capitals won?
I am not talking about Delhi Capitals. We are talking about Rishabh Pant. I never said that we talk about Delhi Capitals.
He's now not a Delhi Capitals fan anymore.
I am a Delhi Capitals fan, but
That,
more than that, I am an Indian cricket fan. Not unlike you.
You know what?
Unlike you both.
I'm not even a Delhi Capitals fan. What do you mean unlike you?
Because you are an SRH fan. And by the way, how did you miss it? So SRH changed the captain who won them as a T20. But they have kept the jersey exactly like their jersey in SH20.
It's a cracker of a jersey. It's cracker of a
because
kit.
you want to bring that luck with their jersey.
Yeah.
Kavya Maran mine, bro. Well, where are you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So,
But you know what? When you talk about SRH, there is a little connect for me as well. Because it's a very good franchise, promoted a lot of young talents.
Yeah.
So, unlike a few other franchises from the same state who don't promote young talents.
Which team is he talking about?
It's a cryptic one for people who have to
You're
understand.
talking about Bangalore?
No. SRH
He's saying
and
the same
CSK
state.
are from the same. The owners are from the same state.
Oh,
Owners are from the same state.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
Forget.
You love CSK.
But talking about promoting young talents, Saurabh, Mumbai Indians promoting a young captain, not a youngster, but a young captain. How do you think that will pan out? And there are, Ambati Rayudu, former CSK and Mumbai Indians player, coming out and saying that he wants to see Rohit Sharma play for Chennai Super Kings. Is that an option? As in, will CSK not have a captain from their own setup this year? Will they look for someone from the outside? What do you think CSK should do?
See,
If Dhoni retires, so that's a big if.
if Dhoni retires, he would have selected his own successor.
He did.
He
did, and it went horribly wrong.
It did not turn out well.
So whatever Dhoni is good at, he's clearly not good at giving away leadership from his
No, but
hands.
that has been a trend with a lot of winners.
Yeah.
You saw what happened with Sir Alex Ferguson in Manchester United.
Yeah. But this point, not good at identifying future leaders.
What about Rahane? So Chennai Super Kings.
Why not? When he did that for the Indian cricket team, it was a master stroke.
When did
He
he,
did not do it.
identify? He did not
2014.
identify.
He did not do anything.
No
2014, he
No
nurtured
chance.
Virat.
What nurtured?
No
He was
chance.
smashed left and right in Australia.
That
He
is-
ran away mid-tour.
Exactly, mid-tour.
Retired.
But how did we identify Virat as the next captain?
Ravi Shastri identified it. He was the actor of cricket back then.
If
Whoever-
there are
whoever
Dhoni haters in this Sledging Room podcast, then I can't.
It's not about Dhoni hating.
Jealousy. Look at Delhi Capitals.
No, you know, so
SRH fan teaming up
this
against one of the greatest captains
This
of
conversation
India.
started with Akshar Ramesh pointing out that
Yeah.
I have huge respect for SRH because they promote local land.
Yes.
And that they're owners from the same state. He's talking about CSK. And now he's saying that we hate MS Dhoni. Oh, come on, Akshay. Get a life.
So, okay, let's not
As-
drift away.
as much
let's
as
not
you-
let our hatred drift
Okay,
this.
sure.
You are hating teams. We are not hating anyone. We are all MS Dhoni fans.
There is no room for hatred in the Sledging Room. There is room for questions, critical questions,
Yeah.
but no hatred. No Bazball hatred, no MS Dhoni hatred, no Delhi Capitals hatred, no SRH hatred.
As much as you back MS Dhoni, so CSK's moves are just confusing since that Jadeja issue. You get Ben Stokes for 16 crores.
But went on to win the IPL. How does it matter?
How many games did Ben Stokes play?
Great job.
Ben
Great
Stokes
job.
he was here to get used to the Indian conditions for this test series.
Yes, that is why he lost the Test series. Because he was under MS Dhoni's guidance.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a good call. Superb.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Superb.
As in, we might lose out on a lot of Dhoni fans. Let's make a quick U-turn. King should your balls
Why
on
will,
your
we, why will we make a U-turn? We are talking facts.
Yeah, of course.
No, but
No,
all I'm
coming
saying
back to
is
the
that
question. Coming back to the question.
in the
Do they
mega
have a
auction-
leader in the setup, or do they have to?
Yeah,
pitch
they have
someone?
Ajinkya Rahane.
or what Ajinkya, what are you? You can't just make like sorry for my French
How
stupid
many teams
arguments
is-
like that.
It's not stupid.
Mhm.
See,
Mm.
I will give you 3 reasons why CSK have Ajinkya Rahane as the perfect captain.
Go ahead.
They love 35 plus players.
Yeah.
Rahane is 38, I think.
36, 37, no, 35 plus for
Okay.
sure.
Dhoni loves captains who have not done what he did or who have done what he did not. Like he failed to win a test series in Australia. Rahane won a test series in Australia. He would love to have a captain who has done that. A CSK captain.
Stand-in captain.
And third and most important thing, Ajinkya Rahane is a born leader. You see how he marshals his troops.
Yeah.
CSK needs someone like that if Dhoni is not there. Because they have got a lot of wicketkeeper options. They need someone to lead that team. And not every wicketkeeper can be a good captain. People have come out and said Rituraj Gaikwad, but I don't think they will trust a young guy with that captaincy after whatever happened with Ravindra Jadeja.
Given CSK's track record of backing youngsters, difficult to see them backing a.
Why do you have a
Ruturaj.
problem with Ajinkya Rahane being the CSK captain?
It's just a stupid call, and completely ensures that he plays.
You talk like your own franchise.
Let's
Wait,
hear
hear me out.
let's hear
If
him
you
out.
let
Let's
me
hear him out.
talk.
You're talking
You have
nonsense.
to let me talk first.
Yeah,
Anyway,
It's
So-
gonna be a let me not say it, but you know where Kingshuk is heading. Let's put pressure on him to make a good argument.
It ensures that Rahane plays 16 matches. Essentially, I'm not saying 14. I'm saying 16.
Yeah.
At least because
Yeah.
CSK tax, right? You would not want that. And also last season, like Akshay is pointing out,
Dhoni scored 700 runs last season, right?
Yes.
Playing 16 matches.
Yes.
that that's okay. Again, legacy captain in his possibly in his final season.
Yeah.
If, like you say, CSK don't back their youngsters, it's a good time to get one of the older stars in the next auction, which is going to be a mega auction. A lot of senior players are going to be left out. Maybe select a candidate from there. Why are you going to hand over something to Rahane, who's not captained for how many years now in IPL? Rajasthan was the last team he
But
captained,
he's
right?
captaining a team to Ranji.
No, that is
Ranji
okay.
Trophy
That is
final.
okay.
Yeah.
That is completely fine. Very, very different format, very different level of
No,
game.
but you're talking about leadership traits.
I understand that. I am saying that, and I am even going forward one step and saying that he has captained in IPL. I understand that. I'm just saying that he has not captained for several years now, and his place is not even fixed in the CSK lineup.
I think it's fixed.
As far as this season is concerned, definitely.
Yeah,
yes.
Rahane is going to play almost every game. Where are you?
We will see about that.
But
did you
why?
not watch
But
IPL
why
last
are we?
season?
We will definitely.
But why are we not talking about Rohit Sharma moving to CSK?
How on earth is that possible? How on earth is that
Next
going to
year,
happen?
mega auction.
Mega
All
auction.
I'm
Rohit
saying.
Sharma- Rohit
Okay,
Sharma-
tell me whom will, if you were Mumbai Indians owner, from the current lot, if you are allowed 4 retentions, whom will you retain?
See, it's not just about Mumbai Indians owners.
No,
It's
just
about
name
players
it.
also.
Just name it. Just answer the question. Na?
No,
Yeah.
it's about the players also, na?
Yeah, yeah.
They also have
Of
to take a
course,
call.
that's what I'm saying.
Give
Give me your 4
no,
picks.
you
How
both-
will-
you-
how will
I
your
tell
player
you-
take a
you
call?
both
your
tell
4
me,
picks.
You both tell me. If
Yeah,
you are a
yeah.
Suryakumar Yadav and Jasprit Bumrah, will you take 7
That
crores
is where
and
I am
10
coming.
crores
That is where I'm
and
coming
make
to.
Hardik Pandya take 15
Exactly.
crores?
Doesn't it
Exactly.
make logical sense that you have dropped your captain for this season just before mega auction and the captain leaves you?
It's not about the captain. I'm talking about almost every player. So if
Exactly. That is the
will
point.
Jasprit Bumrah accept 7 crore and stay at MI?
Then Jasprit Bumrah
16
can be a
crores
good
first
captaincy
retention.
option for
Hardik Pandya will
CSK.
take that. He's the captain. Do you think Hardik Pandya will agree in anything less than that?
No.
He's an ambitious guy.
No.
What's that? 16 and 14 is it?
16.
It will depend, but 16, let's say 15,
Suryakumar Yadav
12.
is your world number one T20 batter. Will he accept less than that? With
That
Rohit
is the
Sharma
question.
out of their franchisee.
So that is what I'm getting at, is that several senior players with proper pedigree are going to be open in the auction next year.
You know, with Rohit Sharma, with all due respect, MS Dhoni is not a kind of person who will accept a proven leader to take that mantle.
I am not
I
saying
don't
he
think
will not accept proven leaders is some other thing.
No, he
But
will not
that
accept
MS
it.
Dhoni influence will always be there.
Yeah, that is why.
Whether Rohit Sharma will be willing to, okay, who will make the calls in CSK? Tell me. Even
MS
now,
Dhoni.
exactly. So, whether Rohit Sharma will fit there is another question. Saurabh makes a very valid point. And at the same time, he talks about whether Surya Kumar will accept less than 15.
Yeah, as simple
How
as
will Rohit accept less than 15?
Yeah, he will not.
He will move
He's
out.
Rohit
So-
Sharma.
So he'll move out.
What
and,
if
and
what
at
if Rohit
37,
Sharma, what if Rohit Sharma wins the T20 World Cup with India, leading the Indian side?
He
What
doesn't
if?
have a place
regardless,
in Mumbai.
regardless, he does not have a place in Mumbai.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
He
saying.
has a place if he wants to stay.
This is what you are saying.
Yeah.
You will see what happens next season.
Okay, if he wins the IPL, do you think Mumbai will make Rohit the captain, not make Hardik the captain for the next season?
You know, with Hardik Pandya, whatever he did with Gujarat Titans, he was very lucky to win that tournament. Very, very lucky.
Oh, do you want an left of the field call?
Yeah.
What?
Bolo.
I think Hardik Pandya captains MI this season. Next season,
Kishan captain.
next season,
Yeah.
Mumbai Indians go. Bumrah first retention, Surya Kumar Yadav second retention, and then Hardik, maybe you can slot in the third. Hardik says no chance. And CSK captain MS Dhoni's favorite boy Hardik Pandya, who's been hanging out with him throughout the year.
If you go by
Comes
that logic,
to
Rishabh
come-
Pant has the priority.
I am telling you, left
Yeah.
of the field call, Hardik Pandya became CSK captain in mega auction.
Then CSK is destroyed. CSK is
I have a feeling I genuinely want someone like Rohit Sharma to lead CSK after MS Dhoni. It's not about there are a lot of things like you mentioned. The player has to accept the retention
Virat
rules have
Kohli.
to be put.
Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli, yes.
Virat
Virat
Kohli will
Kohli
not leave RCB
Virat
for
Kohli in
anything.
Chennai is 7 average, 85 strike rate. Best as the captain, by the way. Just mimicking the performance of MS Dhoni in the past few seasons.
When has MS Dhoni averaged 7 in Chennai? Is this not agenda? Is this not hatred?
That is what I'm telling
What
you.
does he?
That is what I'm telling you.
What does the finisher average in the last 2 seasons?
185 of strike rate.
Yeah.
Go and talk to your captain who was sacked. Markram, whether he can strike it at 185.
We'll see
Yeah,
about
but
that.
These are all just comments. No doubting Markram's class, and we were actually discussing why did they sack Markram.
Okay, so we are talking about Rohit Sharma moving out of
MI and coming to
Will
CSK.
Markram move out of SRS next season? Because they have.
I was actually telling him a couple of days back
Yeah.
that this secures Markram's transfer to CSK as a middle order batter.
Actually, yes.
What SRH have done.
Yeah.
Overseas captains, I don't know
Not
why
captain,
people are.
batter. I don't think. I mean, you did buy Ben Stokes for 16 crores to make him the next captain, didn't you? Which did
But
not work out.
as in MS Dhoni loves all-round options in the middle order, like Daryl Mitchell, Rachin Ravindra.
Aiden Markram.
That
Superb
off
Yeah,
spin,
Harry Maguire,
that-
he will be a very
superb
good, very
off-spinner,
good player
superb
for the
fielder.
Chennai track. He's a very good player.
Yeah.
Batting, fielding, bowling, he can do everything.
So
And he will obey MS Dhoni.
You know,
the most important part.
Imagine IPL 2024 is 10 days away, but we are talking about IPL 2025 already.
IPL 2024, you
Yeah.
know that what teams are going to be. Next time you are going to have a mega auction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that is going to be the major
Yeah.
talking point.
yeah,
And it'll be
2020
it'll be very interesting to see how things pan out.
Because last time
For
when a mega
different
auction happened, Delhi lost their core team.
Yeah.
And Delhi from being a finalist went down to being number 6, number 7, number 8.
you guys threw out Shreyas Iyer, was it?
He
That
did
was
not
before
kind
the-
of threw out only, but this happened after that.
That was because of the injury that he had,
Yes,
and
yes.
Rishabh Pant
The
proved
shoulder,
himself.
the shoulder injury.
Rishabh Pant proved himself, and Shreyas, I think, wanted to move out.
No, Shreyas wanted the captaincy.
Yeah,
But
of course.
there were reports which said that Rishabh Pant captain for 6 months. Now he said that I will be the
And
captain
that
or I will
happened-
leave.
That happened after the Gaba heroics. Also.
Yes, I will be the captain or I will leave. So there was a choice between an Indian middle order batter and an Indian wicketkeeper, all format player.
Yeah.
So they chose to keep Rishabh Pant and Shreyas Iyer
But
moved out.
it is a good thing that at least teams or us, we are thinking that
Hmm.
in terms of transition, who will be the next captain, the next leader from the dressing room, or who will come from outside. At least there is a sense that CSK, SRH, MI are looking towards the future. Even DC are looking towards the future.
We can't put CSK and MI in the same bracket.
No, all I'm
No.
saying is that the thought is there.
Yeah.
GT
No,
also
whatever-
they have named Shubman Gill
Of
as
course.
as the captain.
Whatever
right?
you say, Delhi Capitals making Rishabh Pant the captain at that stage was a bold call.
Yeah.
Whatever you think of Hardik Pandya becoming the MI captain, to make that call when you have an India captain leading you,
Exactly.
a World Cup final, as in a man
Cup.
who led India to the World Cup final, a World Cup winning. I wanted to say that, but a World Cup
You will see it
that
after
did not
June.
happen.
after June.
Yeah,
Uh,
hopefully. Fingers crossed.
So that call is itself tells you that Mumbai are looking into the future. That's what Mark Boucher and the top brass of the Mumbai Indians also explained, right?
And that is why I'm extremely concerned about Royal Challengers Bangalore and Kings 11 Punjab, who have Faf du Plessis and
Yeah.
Shikhar Dhawan as the captain of the franchise. I'm extremely worried about them, especially Punjab, because I have no clue what they're doing.
Punjab is a banter franchisee.
Yeah.
They don't even look like a team which will challenge for anything. They don't look ambitious enough.
Yeah.
When you see whatever happened in last mini auction, you go and buy a Riley Russo.
Yeah.
You buy a Chris Wokes. You shell out 10 crores for Harsha Patel.
Yeah.
Harsha Patel is a good option when you have a scarcity of Indian players. But 10 crores for Harsha Patel.
And for instance, look at Mumbai Indians. They got Cameron Green for a record-breaking price, and they released him.
And RCB bought
but
them
why-
also.
Yeah, I mean,
RCB traded, but Punjab Kings, Sam Curran, they paid so
I did
much.
not understand.
They
hold
could
on,
have
hold on.
got him at a lesser
No,
price.
no, hold on. Forget that. Sam Curran, I understand. Fine. All-rounder in that season. RCB bought Cameron Green for that amount of money when an impact player rule is allowed.
yeah, you did not need a Cameron Green.
Yeah.
You had a Glenn Maxwell. You had a Faf du Plessis.
Maybe there is an
Two
agreement.
overseas batters for
Maybe there is a non-cricketing reason.
Maybe there is an agreement that Rohit will play for RCB next season.
Mhm.
We'll give you Rohit.
It is
Rohit
just
and
a
Virat.
odd call. It's just a odd call. That's all.
Rohit and Virat at RCB. RCB finally ending the title drought.
When Rohit plays with Virat, he does not win anything. You know this, right?
Rohit and Virat at RCB bring back
Have you
KL Rahul.
seen-
And
Whatever-
MS as the mentor. Bring back 2021 T20
You know,
World Cup.
whenever Rohit has reached a final with Virat Kohli in his team, he has not won it. And whenever he has won it, Virat, I think he
Hey,
won.
how many finals has he gone to? WTC
2007
Championship
T20 World Cup.
He's saying captain as a captain.
Yeah. So I will give you examples. There is only one instance with Virat Kohli in his team when he won the trophy. It was Asia Cup last season. Rohit Sharma has led Indian team
Asia
into.
Cup is a banter tournament.
It is a
We are
tournament.
expected to win it.
Continental tournament.
Yeah, if we don't win Asia Cup, then we have to think like we thought in the 2022 edition, and that performance showed.
But here, Pakistan team all full of superstars like Babar Azam, Shaheen Shah Afridi.
You know what Babar Azam said today?
Yeah.
Babar
Let's talk
Azam
about Babar
said
Azam,
that-
the banter king of the world.
Is this the first time we're talking about Babar Azam in a podcast?
Such a joke, man.
So many times we have
Okay,
spoken
okay.
about him.
So Babar Azam said that I did not like that they dropped me down to number 3, but I only did it for Pakistan.
And now you are again coming out in public and saying that, oh, please make me an opener.
Yeah.
I can't score
Yeah.
runs on number 3, number 4.
It is
Or
essentially
please
an
give me
outcry.
Zimbabwe.
It is essentially an outcry.
I am Zimbabwe.
No, but saying that is a little too taking it.
No,
too
but that is how how many times has he performed for Pakistan? Apart from that World Cup 100 in 2019 against New Zealand, where has Babar performed?
There are so many instances, but
How many? Where?
To be fair, he did have a good New Zealand series where he stat padded nicely.
Yeah,
350,
stat padding
something like that.
win a series when you have lost it.
yeah.
4-1 or 5-0. 4-1.
4-1.
4-1.
Now we can question Babar's antics, but not his class, is what I think.
Yeah, class wins you test matches, ODI matches, and World Cups. That's great.
Big year for several top players, I think, T20 World Cup 2024. Or
Even in the IPL, like we discussed, right? A lot of those captains coming back.
Okay, there are media
KL
reports.
Rahul. Yeah.
When you're talking about T20 World Cup, I'm sorry I'm asking the question. There are
Yeah.
media reports which are saying that Indian selectors might look after Virat Kohli. They might do away with Virat Kohli in T20 World Cup side.
But why? Saurabh, can
do
you
agree with
explain
it?
that?
Do you
No.
agree with it?
No.
And
Why
you know,
will the selectors...
The most bizarre logic which I read was they are saying that the pitches in West Indies will not shoot Virat Kohli. Come on. If those pitches will not shoot Virat Kohli, who will it shoot?
that is partly true.
No,
How?
the pitches might not suit Rohit Sharma, who likes space on the ball.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But not a Virat Kohli.
So,
Virat Kohli is an all-format player, all-pitch format player. He will perform whether you give him a slow track.
No, I don't understand this logic. Like, during the Afghanistan series, Virat Kohli was brought back. And people said IPL performances will be crucial. Before the IPL, where do you get this information from? But why are you peddling?
Yeah, there
Is
are
that an agenda?
There are a lot
it
of
does look like an
agenda spreading people in this
Yeah,
social media era.
yeah,
And they have their own beef with Virat Kohli, I don't know.
yeah.
But they should
Even
be ashamed
if-
of themselves. They should
Even
be
if
ashamed
certain-
of themselves.
Even if certain media houses are putting out these news, people on social media, what do you call it? Magnify it, blow it up, and make it look like,
you're talking about Virat Kohli.
of course.
And you saying those pitches will not suit him.
Yeah.
Go and have a
And
look in the
also
mirror, please.
forget
Which of the pitches has not suited him? Tell me, in the T20 World Cup in Australia, who scored runs?
Because those were Australian pitches with bounce. I'm saying that I understand the logic that you're trying to say, that Caribbean slow turning pitches don't suit him. Okay, fine. But I think there are certain players in the Indian team.
No, I
who
do
have
think
gone-
that those slow turning pitches will suit him.
He will be your best player
if you
in
need
those
if
pitches.
T20 cricket needs an anchor, it will be on the slow turning pitches.
And
and
Virat
Virat will
Kohli,
be well suited
nobody
to
than
do that
Virat
role.
Kohli in the whole world.
Exactly.
If you ask me, Virat Kohli is going
Yeah.
to be your key player in the T20 World Cup side if the pitches are slow in West
Fine, that's
Indies.
a good call. We will see about that.
Yeah.
I don't agree to that, but
Huh.
we will definitely see about that. But again, before
that
the
brings me
tournament,
to that
wait,
question.
before the tournament goes to the Caribbean islands, there is a full array of USA T20 matches
Yes.
left, which have small grounds, terrific bounce on the tracks, and absolutely
And I
flat.
think we played
flat
3
hits.
matches there.
Yeah.
One against Pakistan
Yeah.
and the other 2 against not so established teams. So
Yeah.
I think you're assured of going into the Super 8 or whatever round the next
Pretty
round is. Super 12. But that brings me to this question, Saurabh. Since you're saying Virat Kohli is a certain starter in the World Cup, where will he bat? Number 3.
He will bat at number 3.
Should he bat at number 3 in the IPL then? A similar question to KL Rahul.
Yes.
Maybe if KL Rahul has to come back into the T20 World Cup squad, it will be for a middle order role. Because you can't...
But when you're talking about Virat Kohli playing for RCB and Virat Kohli playing for Indian team, there are 2 different roles. There are 2 different teams. Virat Kohli playing for RCB, he has been opening because he and Faf, they try to give Bengaluru that start. And then they have a lot of players coming in between.
Now that you have a Cam Green, can't you open with him?
But will Cameron play every game?
If you bought him for so many...
17.5
No,
crores,
so
man.
my question is, if you play a Cam Green, your bowling attack, you have Siraj as your premium pacer. You will need an overseas pacer, 2 overseas pacer if you ask me.
Yeah, they have Vijay Kumar Vyasak and Yash Dayal.
Do you think they can do it with 3 pacers, 3 Indian pacers of this quality? Nothing against Vijay Kumar Vyasak or Yash Dayal, but with their recent performances in last few
Even
IPLs.
Akashdeep is RCB, right?
Akashdeep is also RCB, yes, I
They
agree
do
with
have
that.
a good battery of seamers to take care
So
of.
you are
his own.
saying RCB will field Faf,
Yeah.
Maxwell, Cameron Green and 1 overseas pacer. I don't think Cameron Green playing every game.
Or do they have an overseas
But
spinner?
he-
No,
but
they
he
don't
did-
have a spin attack also. No?
But he did have a sensational time in the last season in Mumbai Indians. He got the majority of the games, scored a century, bowled well. So I think he's fine. He might play. We will see about that. But what was your question? Oh yeah,
Virat.
So that will be one of the major points this IPL, that for the World Cup spot for the Indian team, what kind of players go perform in what position in the IPL and what are they selected for? That is why one of my problems with the whole KL Rahul scene is that if you want him to get to the middle order position, which is not his ideal position for the T20 World Cup, may as well look beyond him. Select somebody like Jitesh Sharma, who has done well with the Indian team, who plays those cameo roles at the end. That is all you need, because ideally you have Rinku Singh at 5.
Yes.
And he should do the job for you. And after that, just an added padding of Jitesh Sharma and instead of a KL Rahul, who's a really technical batter and can play a more diverse role.
Or you can look at someone, if you want a finisher who can keep wickets for you, look south. 185 strike rate last season.
Oh God.
Bring him
45-year-old Jharkhand farmer.
MS.
45-year-old strawberry farmer.
Strawberry farmer.
Jharkhand farmer बोला मैंने.
Jharkhand farmer. Yes.
Because he has done strawberry farming. He has been selling chickens, poultry farms. He has poultry farms.
Yeah.
So he has done a lot of things.
He's feeding the nation.
Collecting trophies also.
Yeah, he's earning money by feeding the nation. He's not feeding the nation.
Yeah.
He's not giving it to free. He's selling them.
Like, okay. Typical farmer.
And you know, this IPL for me, I don't know about you both. This IPL, yes, I'm a Delhi Capitals fan. I don't have much hopes with my team. I'll acknowledge that. But this IPL for me has to be for the preparation of T20 World Cup.
Do you have any subsidiary team that you want to support? Like just when everything goes wrong with Delhi Capitals, are you one of those people?
I am not that kind of person.
He's a Chennai Super Kings fan, closet fan.
But yes. What you know what I like about Chennai Super Kings? Because I have a certain beef with RCB fan base, KKR fan base.
Acha, why?
And I don't like their fan base, not the teams, the fan base. It's toxic as hell. Toxic, to be very frank with you. See, DC does not have a fan base. So we can't be toxic. SRH had a fan base. Now I don't think, apart from Hyderabad, they don't have a fan base anywhere. Bangalore has a fan base because of Virat Kohli, not because of RCB, because of Virat Kohli. And those fans are toxic. KKR, I'm very much hopeful of KKR because Gautam Gambhir has come back and they've got teams.
So you like toxic leaders but not toxic fans?
No, Gautam is not a toxic leader.
What?
How is he toxic? How is he toxic leader?
Abused the hell out of.
Let's have a what is that disclaimer? These are all personal views.
Yeah.
We are not
How can you call
representing-
Gautam Gambhir a toxic?
He's abused the hell out of his players.
But see,
in his
one thing
IPL
I can
captaincy
relate
days.
to. One thing I can relate to RCB. I don't want to call them toxic, but during a test match, you can't be shouting RCB.
That is what I'm saying. That is what toxicity is. Virat Kohli has come out in public in Bangalore when the match is happening. He has still talk about Indian team. Don't talk about RCB. What is this nonsense?
Passionate, loyal fans.
What loyal fans? You could not win anything. Good for nothing, your team. Loyal fans. No, I'm saying this. All RCB fans can come and say whatever they want to me in the comment box, but I will say you all are toxic.
As in,
So
a little
wait, so
over
you're
the top.
wait. So you're challenging them
Yeah.
to be toxic by calling them toxic.
I am not saying this. You are saying this.
Yeah.
You just said it.
What a teaser. What a trap that Saurabh has set.
I am not saying
Come
this.
abuse me. Come
Yeah,
abuse
So
me.
that I can call you toxic.
Yeah, you are
After
toxic.
I called you toxic.
Yes. Because I am pointing out the instances which has happened. If you don't support Indian team, you support RCB for Indian team. You chant RCB. That is toxicity.
Let's see.
You will never see that. You will never see that with Mumbai Indians fans or Chennai Super Kings fans. I have huge respect for
the
them.
way they have treated Hardik Pandya over the last few months.
I'm very happy with whatever they've done with Hardik Pandya.
But
So
Hardik
some
Pandya
toxic
was
fans
supposed
you
to
like.
be India's T20 captain,
Supposed to be.
World Cup
Everybody
captain.
thought
Had he
that.
not
Hardik Pandya is fit IPL to IPL.
played World Cup for India.
4 games, he got injured. Then he comes back, plays DY Patil 2 games, comes back and plays IPL. He'll again get injured.
One of the big
Touch wood,
problems.
he plays a very good. He has a very good season. And
No,
does
so
well for India.
one of the big problems I have with the whole scheduling is that the T20 World Cup is very close to.
No, we don't even
the-
know when the
the
IPL is going to
IPL.
finish because of the general elections in India. The second phase is not announced,
I
but I
think-
think they will have a 10-day gap at least.
Let's
What do
have
you
a
think?
10-day gap. That's not a problem. But Hardik Pandya playing 14 or potentially more than 14 matches and then coming to the World Cup is just alarm bells are ringing in me.
You know, the best thing that can happen to teams that have a lot of India players, right? India regulars, maybe they should not qualify for the playoffs. That gives chances to teams like CSK and all of them to.
Or
go
maybe
to the
even if these teams qualify for playoffs, they give these players rest.
My
that-
God,
keep-
that
keep-
will
that
be one
will-
scandal that anybody
that
can't
will-
afford.
Keep the national interests ahead of your personal IPL
know,
ambition.
Ishan Kishan and Shreyas Iyer were the BCCI contracts were terminated because they did not play a lot of domestic matches, and Shreyas Iyer had a very dicey injury situation where the fitness certificate did not detect any injury, but he claimed an injury. Rohit Sharma did that during an IPL season, if I'm not wrong. He played throughout the IPL, and despite he had injuries, but he played with injuries, knowing that there is a major tournament ahead, and he missed a major tournament after that. Is what I think. We are overseeing a lot of things when it comes to the big stars. But yes,
I don't know which instance are you talking about. I can't recall it.
I remember a season where Rohit
2015
Sharma,
World Cup. No, he played-
no, very recently, 2020 or 2021, where he played with an injury for a couple of matches and then
I think you're talking about the Australia series. Before the Australia series, they did. Just after the COVID. First
Yes,
IPL in the
yes,
COVID
yes,
era.
yes. But I think he recovered and came back.
He came back for the third test.
And he was part of that fourth test.
Yeah.
Kaba victory.
That series.
Yeah.
That was a weird time in world cricket. Not gonna lie.
That was a weird time in the
Okay.
whole of world. Not just cricket.
Before we wrap this up, just try and summarize what we spoke because it'll be good for
Can we
framing a
summarize it?
headline.
I don't
No.
think so.
We did not do an IPL curtain raiser because we have reserved it for later. In the next episode of Sledging Room, we'll probably look at the strengths and weaknesses and what other things. But I think the topic of the narrative was around these captaincy things and looking ahead to IPL 2025. 2025, right? Yes. 2025 was probably the topic.
Okay, so we're not going to talk about 2024.
2024. No. What will happen in the mega auction will be
Yeah,
the next
nobody gives a
episode.
damn.
Yes.
T20 World Cup is important.
Mega auction is more important than any IPL that is
Yes.
coming up. Right.
A lot of stuff has been covered this one.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
I think we should also throw it open to the fans.
Yeah.
If toxic fans from RCB can also comment and tell us what they thought, what they think about, these. There are a lot of uncertainties. There are a lot of things to look forward to in the IPL. Yes, India have wrapped up the test series with a convincing win, but the big T20 party is coming up. And I think we'll all ask the fans to comment who will lead CSK and whether Rishabh Pant, should lead. Saurabh has a very valid point about him boosting the morale of the franchise. You have a very valid point about him, getting that time for himself rather than thinking about so many things. Thanks for tuning in. You can send in your feedback on 8588 966 996. You could also email us on pods@indiatoday.in. And before the IPL, I'll memorize this number. I've also said that before, but it'll take a day and memorize this number. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do comment. And Saurabh has already thrown an open challenge for many of you about commenting on this video. And if you're listening to us on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, please do rate us. Thank you. Have a great weekend.
You are on India Today Podcasts, and you are in the Sledging Room.